I often imagine the world to be. I mean, the coming of the new earth, you see. I often wonder what it's going to be like for you and I, you see. Those who had the courage to go inside and find God, be. I imagine what that life is going to look like, you see. Like, how are we going to live at that point? Because life would be for the living, you see. We wouldn't be doing these frivolous things that we do today, giving ourselves busy tasks. We would be living life away. And I'm not talking about in that utopian way. No, we would still have our responsibilities. But what we would do is we would share our gifts and our talents. We would take the amount of love that God has given us and we would share it amongst one another. See, like, we could see ourselves as the value. I mean, in us is the God of all gods, and so in us we should trust. I mean, imagine us living a life where we truly rely on the Most High God. I mean, where we knew because we know, and that if we did things the way we were supposed to do, then we would have what we're supposed to have and we would be who we're supposed to be. I mean, imagine this world. I mean, come along with me. I mean, this is a very real journey we all can take. I mean, God already said all it takes is two or three of us in his name, you see, and we can do anything. My greatest desire is world peace, you see. I mean, blessed are the peacemakers, for they are the children of God, be. At the end of the day, I told you, I'm the first in the line, you see. And being that child, I want the rest of the children to come along and enjoy the life that God intended for us to have, not the one that man is trying to force on us, see. At the end of the day, this war that we're having has nothing to do with anything tangible, you see. It has to do with you coming inside and recognizing that most high I inside, B. I mean, falling in love with you. I mean, keeping your eyes fixed on me exclusively. I mean, what? I'm not supposed to concern myself with everything outside of me, baby. Listen, we've given so much away for so long, okay? But with all of our giving, what has it gotten us up until this day? It is time for us to learn how to receive love from ourselves, okay? I mean, give ourselves permission to be what God designed us to be. I mean, he said he made us perfect and wonderfully. Why do we want to be what the world says we are when they keep telling us that we're imperfect things? At the end of the day, if you can imagine a world this way, I mean, it would be the one that God designed for us to live, okay? It wouldn't be, some, thing that somebody made up, in groups of two and three without God involved in anything. I mean, it was just their ego, be Xing God out of everything. And they had no concern for you and I. They were only selfishly thinking about the me that they could see. They didn't realize that the me that is so great, I mean, the me that is the overarching body of every one of the cells, like you and I, you see. I mean, we are all varying degrees of the very same thing. We are God's members of his body, B. At the end of the day, I mean, I'm calling you to come along with me. I mean, I'm telling you, I am the very real thing. I mean, I'm not a faker, you see. I mean, where I live at, they'll tell you I'm as strange can be. And they really don't understand me, see, but that's because they've never seen the coming of the king. At the end of the day, I am present, okay? And this is really the truth. And we can imagine a world where it's so much better than the one we're living in right now, okay? Come on. You know you